The percentage of at least 40% or better in threes. Look for Webster, Jardine, and Madut to have big nights for Hawaii to win.
So the Hanaho affair, and it will be UC Santa Barbara now riding a 9-game win streak that equals the second longest in Gaucho basketball history. The record of 11 in a row was set back in the 88-89 season. You see the quick double on DeVearl Ramsey by the Hawaii defense. And under 10 seconds to shoot on this opening possession. Here's Ja'Cory McLaughlin, top scorer and assist man for the Gauchos, and his bounce pass into the post area to Amadou Sow goes right through the hands and out of bounds. The Hawaiian Financial FCU starting lineup scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Javon McClanahan starting at point guard for the 6th straight game for Hawaii. Junior Madut here, number 0, back into the starting rotation after several games coming off the bench, and quickly pulls the trigger and quickly gets the Rainbow Warriors on the board.
And Junior Madut is very, very important for Hawaii's success. But you got to play better defense than that if you're the Rainbow Warriors. My goodness.
After a made basket at one end, you have Ja'Cory McLaughlin just zooming past everybody. This is a guy who went 4 of 16 in that opening night of the back-to-back series last night. There is Joe Pasternak, the head coach for the Gauchos, 4th season man in the sideline. This 9-game win streak, the longest in his tenure. And this is a guy who has established immediate success.
Yeah, and he's a very confident coach. Very, very confident.
Well, he has reason to be. They have won no fewer than 21 games so far in any of his seasons as head coach. Here's Mate Cholina going to the left hand. Got deep position on Amadou Sow.
Good job by Mate Cholina getting deep in the paint area, and nice little left-handed jump hook.
DeVearl Ramsey now at the controls. Here's Ja'Cory McLaughlin at 14 points last night, but it wasn't his typical efficient game. We mentioned 4 of 16 from the field, but he did come on late to help seal the deal. Turns it over there, second turnover from McLaughlin. And it's an early 4-3 advantage here for the Rainbow Warriors. Aron Ganot saw that 3-game win streak come to an end last night, but he has been much happier with the way his team has executed since really the Cal State Fullerton series. So that's sort of the time we found our mojo once again. And McLaughlin will make that McClanahan for Hawaii. Draws the whistle, and I think they'll give this to Ramsey.
Yeah, strong move. Javon McClanahan is very quick and very strong. I like his matchup against Ramsey.
Hawaii now 7-6 overall, 5-6 in the Big West Conference. The Gauchos top winning percentage in the league. They're 13-3, 7-2 in the league. Here's Casdon Jardine. Still the top 3-point shooter percentage-wise in the Big West. Goes into Cholina, and that one was obstructed. He missed from up close. But now the Gauchos the other way, trailing by 1. Little pick and roll action back to Amadou Sow. Can't miss. Usually from that distance, but that time it trickles off.
I love these back-to-back games because it talks about how much you wanted the next time if you lost the game, and Hawaii is showing a lot more effort in this ball game.
Now, there was some 1-2 getting back defensively there. Casdon Jardine swatting the DeVearl Ramsey offering out of bounds. You also see in these back-to-back nights, Artie, you see the coaching and strategic adjustments, and that's kind of interesting, certainly.
It's fun to watch. Well, you see Junior Madut, who has to be on the floor for the Rainbow Warriors, in my opinion, to have a shot at winning the game. And I think he's a better player starting than he is coming off the bench.
So Jari Sani checking into the game for UC Santa Barbara. He's their second leading scorer, primarily coming off of the bench this year, averaging 12 points per game. They're going to give a foul to McClanahan. And so UCSB will try it again on the inbound from the baseline. McLaughlin, pump fake, up and under move, left it short. Amadou Sow trying to retrieve it in the corner, throws it off of Junior Madut and out of bounds to retain the possession.
James Jean Marie in the ball game early for the Rainbow Warriors for Mate Cholina.
James Jean Marie, the only player in double figures last night. He had 10 on 3 of 12 shooting. Here's Sani on the drive. Little Euro step action, and he got it to go in traffic.
Yeah, great move. Good defense that time. McClanahan really did a good job of forcing a tough shot.
Jardine able to find the range from distance. He was 0 for last night, was 0 for 4 to be exact with 7 points. But again, he's shooting 50% from beyond the property line this season. How about the quick transition off of made baskets for the Gauchos? That's Brandon Cyrus, the grad student, a transfer from DePaul, hitting the runner.
That's just poor defense by the Rainbow Warriors. You can't have a made basket, put pressure in the backcourt, and not cut the ball off and stop the basketball. So that's basic basketball right there.
10 seconds to shoot here on this possession. Here's Justin Webster, top scorer for Hawaii, over 13 a game. 3 seconds to shoot. Javon McClanahan on the drive. Got to the rim, couldn't finish. Jean Marie cleaning up the spill.
Like that Jean Marie did not get the rebound and pump fake. He got the rebound, went right back up.
Averaging 12 points per to go along with 4 rebounds per outing. And it's Hawaii by a deuce. McLaughlin, lob pass to So, couldn't finish it. And Hawaii with a transition opportunity. Jardine for 3, got it to go again.
And there you go. One of the Kaiser keys. Remember, shooting 40+% from three-point range. So far, the Rainbow Warriors doing a nice job.
So it's Hawaii by a handful here early. And 2 for 2 from downtown, thanks to Casdon Jardine. Sani on the drive. Leaves it for Cyrus for the easy lay-in. Five minutes into this one. Thoughts on the pace here, Artie?
I like the pace. I like the pace for both teams. I think the Rainbow Warriors are very comfortable, and they've come out with a nice gait to it. They're playing strong.
Lean in by Madut, too hard off of the window.
And if you're Santa Barbara, you want to withstand this initial push by Hawaii.
That's going to be a traveling violation called against Ajari Sani. Meanwhile, Casdon Jardine, top three-point shooter in the Big West Conference, flashing some glimpses as to how we got there with a couple of triples to put Hawaii up 3. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the Jack Fact here tonight. Defensive effort. Last night, Hawaii held UC Santa Barbara under 60 points for only the second time this season. The Gauchos came in averaging 80 points per game, shot just 36.7% from the field, and below 19% from beyond the arc. But this is a team that came in, again, averaging 80 a game. They were shooting 50% from the field, including 36% from downtown. It wasn't quite the case last night, but I think it has been established throughout the game last night and throughout the course of the pregame tonight. There were a lot of open shots that were also missed at both ends.
Yeah, no question about it. And so far in this ball game, the Rainbow Warriors have shot the ball from deep really well, and they're going to have to knock down shots from deep. Even Jean Marie is going to have to pull up and knock down shots.
He does exactly that, Artie, but unable to hit that time.
Yeah, but he's got to take it because he's going to score more from outside than he's going to score against their bigs.
The Wally Bales on the floor now for Hawaii. And in the post area, that's Robinson Edahen. This is a guy shooting 73% from the field, and there's a reason why.
Yeah, he's left-handed, and he's big, and he's strong. And all of a sudden now it's going to be over and back.
Yeah, it's going to be a backcourt violation and a turnover. Hawaii turned the ball over a significant amount of times last night. 12 times to be exact, but that led to 16 UC Santa Barbara points.
Yeah, with 12 turnovers last night with only 5 assists in the ball game. So they struggled offensively, and now Noel Coleman is in the ball game for Webster. But what Santa Barbara does is they turn up the defensive intensity and force your offense to start further out on the floor. It makes making passes and completing plays a lot harder.
See the ball movement. It's Ramsey for 3, and he splashes it from the corner. DeVeryl Ramsey averaging 7 a game and a 37% three-point shooter. And remember, last night, Hawaii led 12-10 coming out of immediate timeout. And UC Santa Barbara promptly went on a 12-0 run. Hawaii was up 12-9 moments ago, and now trail 14-12. And here's a takeaway, and the lead pass to Josh Pierre-Louis in transition, blocked by Madu. Pierre-Louis gets it back. Pierre-Louis, who was our Bank of Hawaii player of the game for UCSB, had 11 points last night. The strip on the drive by Sani. And Sani slow to get back to the other end. Madu may have dragged the pivot foot. Yes, he did.
And Sonny's looking at everybody going, they slapped me in my face. Are you kidding?
See DeVeryl Ramsey knocked him down the triple. 6-foot senior from Los Angeles, California. Transferred from Nevada back in 2017. Justin Hemsley now out there for Hawaii. Hawaii doesn't go very deep into the rotation, only about 9 guys.
Well, they only have 11, so they're going as deep as they probably can.
Sani.
Good rebound. Bales.
Bales in transition. Draws the whistle. So Sani missing the 3 at one end, committing the foul at the other. And here is some of that bulldoggedness that we have come to know from Wally Bales, the freshman out of Sydney, Australia. See what he has done at the free throw line this season. And gets the friendly bounce. Gave Hawaii some good minutes last night. 5 points, 3 rebounds, was 2 of 3 from the field. Did commit 4 personal fouls, however.
He ended the ball game last night with a couple of good plays.
How about the numbers again? Following a made free throw, and it results in a Destin Barnes lay-in.
One of the things that my high school coach used to always say, if they press you, make them pay.
Bales all the way to the hoop. He goes down hard, no whistle. It's Pierre-Louis now bringing it into the front court for the Gauchos. Now Sani on the drive. Left hand layup is good.
You've got to play defense now. You make a mistake on offense, you correct that by playing good defense. That's what Hawaii's got to do. They cannot have defensive lapses.
Justin Hemsley. And it goes off of his leg and out of bounds. So we're at the 12-minute mark. That'll prompt another media timeout. Again, Hawaii with the early advantage, but UCSB came out firing after the first break. Get the greatest plays, hardest hits, and schedule info by following Spec Sports High on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Well, one of the storylines last night, the points in the paint, heavily in favor of UC Santa Barbara. They actually doubled up Hawaii, 36-18. So far in this one, Artie, it's 14-4 advantage UC Santa Barbara.
Yeah, Santa Barbara is putting pressure on the Rainbow Warriors offensively, making good shots, and they're getting good shots going to the basket in the paint area. They're dominating in that area, and that's not good for the Rainbow Warriors. They have to neutralize them. They may not beat them in the paint area, but they can't give up a bunch of points.
Santa Barbara has aptly broken the Hawaii press a number of times.
That press has been nothing but a sieve. And there's another lay-in. You cannot play defense and let your man beat you going to the basket over and over again. You only do that if you have a big behind you that says, let him in here, I'll swat it away. Hawaii doesn't have that big.
Pierre Louis was so impressive last night. I mean, just exhibiting a freaky athletic ability. He's very savvy with the basketball as well. Here's James Jean-Marie, and they're going to call an offensive foul for lowering the shoulder into Idahan.
Yeah, Jean-Marie again trying to get pressure, trying to make something happen on the baseline. He's got good defensive pressure. You can't go into the guy and try and move him. They could have called traveling because he moved both feet before he committed the foul, but the referee called the foul instead.
It'll be Corey McLaughlin bringing the ball up. Santa Barbara by a half dozen. Pierre Louis on the drive, and it's an offensive foul. That time it was Justin Webster digging in. It goes the other way.
Justin Webster does a good job defensively of moving his feet. Took the contact in the chest and got the call. Good effort by Webster.
Webster, the reigning Big West Conference Player of the Week. He has been playing some of his best basketball of his career over the last 7 or 8 games. Last night, a modest 8 points on 3 of 7 shooting. You'd like to see him pull the trigger more frequently.
Absolutely. He got 7 shots last night. Should have gotten 14.
He's going to go the other way. Casdon Jardine setting an illegal screen.
The Rainbow Warriors, you can't have turnovers with just basic basketball plays.
It's just these offensive lulls that collect and have become an all too familiar storyline for Hawaii. Week in and week out. Right now, they're experiencing a field goal drought of almost 5 minutes. As that shot by Miles Norris goes a little long. Finally controlling the basketball is Bilal Bales. Jardine on the drive. Great use of the body. Up, in, and one against the taller and much longer Miles Norris.
Miles Norris challenged the shot. He got a couple blocks last night against Jardine, and Jardine shows no fear, no hesitation, goes hard to the basket, feels the body contact, and is strong enough to complete the play.
That was an impressive finish there.
Good effort.
Captain Kaz, one of the co-captains along with Justin Webster, and he completes the three-point play. So he has 2 threes from beyond the arc and a three-point play. He's got 9 points.
He's got a big ball game going thus far. He's got half of Hawaii's points.
That three-point play by Casdon Jardine also ended what was a 13-2 run since the 15:08 mark for Santa Barbara. Ramsey, 5 on the shot clock. The runner trickles out. Rebound collected by Cholina.
Cholina does a nice job of a defensive board right there.
And it goes off of the foot of Ramsey and out of bounds. Deverl Ramsey, considered by Joe Pasternak the best on-ball defender for the Gauchos. Listed at 6 feet. What do you think about that, Deverl Ramsey?
Nah, he's 5'10", 5'11".
Little generous, you're saying?
Yeah, he's not 6 feet. He's like Devon McClanahan. What is he, 5'11"?
Listed at 5'11", yeah. To the scramble for the loose basketball. 3 seconds to shoot. Someone's got to put it up. It's Cholina. He's open, and he hits it.
Mate. Mid-range jumper from the side. Good shot by Cholina.
4 points for Mate, and it's a 1-point differential on the scoreboard. Miles Norris spins into the lane. He gets fouled by Jardine. And for Casdon, that's his second. And he's not happy about it.
No, he's got to be very careful. And it's a decision that now Eran Granat has to make with 2 fouls, 9 minutes to go in the first half. Do you take Jardine out of the ball game and save him for the second half with those 2 fouls? Or do you let him play for a while longer and hope he doesn't pick up a 3rd foul?
Meanwhile, Miles Norris, a 61% free throw shooter, calmly puts in the first. He had 2 points, 3 furious blocks, and also 7 rebounds last night.
Well, the decision made by Eran Granat. Justin Hemsley's in the ball game for Casdon Jardine just because he doesn't want him to pick up that 3rd foul.
You agree with that, I presume?
No question. The game is close. You want to keep it close. Hemsley won't hurt you if he goes in there and gives you great effort.
Here he is with his hands on the basketball, now gives it up to Webster. They go into the big fella. Mate Cholina backing in on Amadou Sow. And unable to finish in front of the rim. Rebound off to Norris. Norris wanted the ball back in the post area with Hemsley on him. Instead, it's McLaughlin working his way to a shot in the paint.
McLaughlin he plays cool. You know, he's not in a hurry. He plays very cool, very comfortable. He can make it happen.
You're right. There's no part of his game that seems flustered or rushed.
Yeah. There's nothing about him that seems like he gets excited about a situation.
With that jumper, it's now an 18-6 advantage for Santa Barbara in the paint, as that one is poked out of bounds by Ramsey. So Ja'Cory McLaughlin, 5 points, and it's Santa Barbara by 4.
Rainbow Warrior Basketball on Spectrum Sports is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii. Rainbow Warrior Basketball on Spectrum Sports is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii.
Well, Casdon Jardine showing out so far. 3 for 3 from the field. He's got 9 points to lead everybody, Artie.
Yeah, he's been playing really good basketball. Unfortunately, he picked up his 2nd foul at the 9-minute mark and had to go sit down. But you like his effort, his energy. You like the fact that he's trying to take advantage of the situation when he's on the floor. He's there now watching this, hoping things can stay close so that in the second half he can come out and still do his thing.
5 seconds to shoot here. Out of the timeout and the strip by Ramsey. How about the quick hands? Bounce pass to Brandon Cyrus. Layup not good. And Hemsley fights for the rebound.
What a great strip.
Madout pulls up for 3 and hits it.
Big time, big swing right there. That's huge. Instead of Hawaii being down a number of points, they come back and hit a 3, and it's only a 1-point ball game.
Yeah, you go from a would-be transition layup at one end to a pull-up 3 by Madout. He's got 5. How about the effort by Mate Cholina? The 7-footer getting dirty. And it's Hemsley who tried to stuff it. He goes down hard, but a foul is called.
Watch this strip. This is just great defense. Look at that. Great hands. And then Junior Madout comes back and bam. Drops a 3-bomb on you.
Confident stroke there from Junior Madout, but how about the effort? Bodies hitting the deck on that last sequence. And it leads to the Justin Hemsley free throw opportunity. Gets the very friendly bounce on his first attempt. 6'6" redshirt junior, 4th year with the program. Out of Damien High School in Laverne, California. And he gets both free throws to fall. And how about that? Hawaii with its first lead since the 13:47 mark. The Hawaii bench wanted an illegal screen after that handoff by DeVille Ramsey. No such whistle. Here's McLaughlin. Off the hesitation. Bounce pass goes to Barnes. And a good finish. Great find there by McLaughlin.
That's an incredible pass and a great shot.
McLaughlin averaging 16 points and 5 assists per game. He's the top assist man in the conference. Webster, hard drive. They wave off the bucket. They'll say a foul took place before the shot attempt.
Watch this great pass now. And no foul called on this. Rainbow Warriors got a break on that one because Mate Cholina clearly committed a foul with the body.
Well, that's always the question, right? You referred to it already. Back-to-backs. What kind of effort do you get on night 2, especially in what was last night maybe not the greatest offensive showing for either team, but clearly a physical and emotional type of contest. And right now we're getting the goods here from both sides, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. And those are the kind of plays. Hawaii ran a variation to their inbound play, and Jeff Madout got a lay-in and blew it.
Open look for Barnes. And McClanahan now brings it across the timeline. Madout stops, pops. Looked good as far as the angle is concerned. A little long with it, and then he lost it out of bounds. They will say that it was off of Madout.
Yeah, Madout just lost the ball, dribbling the basketball. Think about the opportunities the Rainbow Warriors have missed on just losing the ball on easy plays. That's probably their 3rd turnover and not getting an offensive possession in this first half.
Yeah, that brings their total to 9 turnovers in this first half.
Yeah, that's a lot. And a lot of those are just carelessness with the basketball.
And we'll have a whistle. It's hard to hear some of these whistles.
Yeah, with all the crowd noise.
The artificial crowd noise. Yeah, as strange as it sounds, the cardboard cutouts are pumping up the volume.
Yeah, they're moving.
They might be shaking.
Yeah.
But yeah, the artificial crowd noise being jammed up once again.
Is that DJ Richie Rich or is, it doesn't look like it's DJ Richie Rich.
I don't think it's Rich Sheriff on the 1s and 2s tonight.
Yeah, my goodness.
Amadou Sow, deep position, tries to make more room for himself and softly places it in.
Yeah, that's just strength against strength, and smart move by Jean Marie not committing a foul on that.
So averaging 11 a game, top rebounder in the conference at 8 per. And defensive foul called against Sani.
Good move by Justin Hemsley on that play. Sonny will probably go to the bench now and not see much action the rest of this first half because they want him in the second half as well.
Now, Hawaii already, compared to last night where they scored just 20 points in the entire first half, it was their lowest first half output of the season. Tinsley misses the front end. What do you see as far as what they're doing differently so far here tonight?
Well, guys are taking good shots and they're not hesitating, and the pressure hasn't been as extreme against them so far.
Cross-court pass, it's McLaughlin wide open, and he makes Hawaii pay.
Yeah, you can't go and run and double team the basketball and leave. If there's one guy you don't leave, it's McLaughlin. You don't leave him open. Once he sees a three go down, now his whole game starts to feel good. He was shooting, he was struggling. And all of a sudden, I mean, this is across the junior. Madud is way over double teaming the ball. Junior, you've been assigned the best player in the league. You stay with the best player in the league.
It's now a 7-0 run here for the Gauchos. And Ja'Cory McLaughlin, the guy who Eran Ganot called this week probably the conference player of the year at this point. He's already been the player of the week in the Big West 3 times. Well, coming up on Cooking Hawaiian Style, he's usually prepping food for the show, but now Chef Kino Carrillo comes out from behind the scenes to share his ono and shrimp tempura recipe Monday night at 7 exclusively on Spectrum OC16.
Big possession for the Rainbow Warriors right here, right now.
Jean-Marie thought about the 3, now pulls up from the baseline. You know, just a tad flat there. The Gauchos bringing it the other way. In low, it's So right in front of the iron.
And when Amadou So is that deep in that paint area, he owns it.
Yeah, forget about it. 52% field goal percentage on the year. Webster the riser. That was the first shot attempt of the game for Justin Webster. It comes under 5 minutes in the first half.
Yeah, that, you know, you're the leading scorer on your team. You've got to be able to get shots off. You cannot play 15 minutes in a ball game and not score the basketball. And Hawaii's making a substitution. Casdon Jardine's coming back in the ball game with those 2 fouls. Eran Ganot is making the decision. This game could get away from us before Caz can be a factor. I've got to get him back in there.
Yeah, it's a 9-0 run here at the moment for Santa Barbara. So you have Jardine, Bales, Madut, Cholina, and Noel Coleman. Here's McLaughlin. 3 seconds to shoot. Ramsey's got a hoist. He does, and he knocks it down.
The little man said, don't worry about a thing. I got this. You love the experience of those 2 guards. Neither one of them panicked in that situation with the clock running down.
The lead is 10. Here's Jardine. Can hit another. That one glances off the right side of the rim. And a danger zone stretch here for Hawaii. Amadou So sidesteps Cholina and softly puts it in.
Well, that's just athletic ability. I mean, he just showed the ability to go up and change his body movement and get an easy lay-in. It looked very easy. It wasn't. It was a tough play.
Madut for 3. That's off the heel. That's tapped around. Scramble for the loose basketball. It's saved to Jardine, so Hawaii gets another stab at it. Jardine open for 3. Got it!
Big play. Big play for Jardine to knock down that shot. Hawaii desperate. They were in a bad situation right there.
Yeah, that ended a 13-0 UCSB run. So leans into Cholina, and Mate able to clear the board.
Good defense by Mate.
That was Coleman at the other end.
Whoa!
Did the apex by Pierre Louis.
Golly.
That was some mad bounce from the sophomore. McLaughlin, meanwhile, goes long from 3.
That's unbelievable.
It's not like Noel Coleman doesn't have some springiness to his game either.
Absolutely.
That was crazy. And then a turnover as the pass goes astray, intended for Cholina in the post.
And both teams look exhausted.
You're absolutely right. A timeout is taken, as Joe Pasternak agreed with you. We'll take a break as well. 36-27. It has been Casdon Jardine leading the way for Hawaii. His third made triple. He has 12. And then how about the defense here? Josh Pierre-Louis rising high. Welcome back. If you are a student athlete at UH Manoa, we want to hear from you. Join the UH Letter Winners Club network and reconnect with your former teammates. Details are available at hawaiiathletics.com. Click on Letter Winners Club for more.
What a block. I'm still recovering from that.
Is it possible for an arena without live fans to still be buzzing after an incredible block?
All the billboards here are moving. They're shaking because of the block.
Lob pass to the rim. That one broken up by Javon McClanahan, but it was last touch out of bounds by Miles Norris, at least according to the officiating crew, and so it belongs to Hawaii.
Wow. Big possession for the Rainbow Warriors right here, right now.
Hensley on the drive got blocked by Norris, tried to go reverse, and then he stepped on the baseline. So Santa Barbara takes over.
Another missed opportunity for Hawaii on the offensive end.
How important the last 120 ticking down here in this
hugely important for both teams. You don't want to lose some momentum if you're Santa Barbara, and if you're the Rainbow Warriors, you need to get some momentum going into the locker room.
McLaughlin, too strong. The tip by Idahan. They're going to say he went over the back. So it'll be Hawaii basketball.
McLaughlin missed an easy one. And Rainbow Warriors have once again held off Santa Barbara from increasing this lead. And now Hawaii will get free throws and Mate Cholina.
Yeah, 8th team foul for Santa Barbara. So Cholina to the line. Flashing that ever-present smile.
Mate he's like, isn't this game fun? I mean, he's just a happy guy. Knock these free throws down now, Mate.
Goes long on the first.
Well, both teams have struggled in the last so many seconds.
Yeah, Santa Barbara actually experiencing a 2.5+ minute scoring drought of its own right now. Amadou Sow trying to end it. He does. Bruise and the bucket.
And Amadou Sow worked hard to get that shot off. Watch this now. He gets the ball, jumps, gets the body contact by Cholina. 2 plus 1.
He has 8 points. He needed 2 coming into tonight to reach 1,000 for his career.
They didn't stop the game and give him the ball.
Hey, they're on the road.
Oh, okay.
You know? I'm sure if...
but they're the home team tonight, right?
Well, they're wearing the white jerseys.
Yeah, so give him a ball with 1,000 on it.
Yeah, so congratulations to Amadou Sow as he becomes another mention in the history of this UC Santa Barbara program.
He's got another year, a do-over year next year if he wants it, and one more.
So he's the 30th player in UCSB history to score 1,000 or more. He also is the 20th player to score 1,000 points and grab over 500 career rebounds. So he will go down as one of the greats. And it's been that way since his freshman year when he burst onto the scene. Should be noted, Jacory McLaughlin entered this game 25 points shy of reaching 1,000 for his career. So who knows? We could be celebrating 2 players reaching the milestone here for the Gaucho.
Cut a ball in half and give them each half of it. You can do that.
Here's Madut, the pull-up 3. And it belongs to Santa Barbara. So UCSB leading by a dozen. Hawaii now 1 of its last 10 from the field.
And right here, right now, it's critical and important for the Rainbow Warriors to get a stop. If you get a stop, at least you walk off the floor before halftime with something positive happening. The last thing you want to do is let them get a shot and maybe a putback and then go into the locker room running off the court feeling very good about themselves.
Shot clock is off. Quick trigger by Sonny with 5 seconds left. Chased down in the corner by Ramsey. It'll belong to Hawaii. They'll have 1.6. At least that's the current reading on the clock.
Yeah, I'm not sure Coach Pasternak was happy with that 3-point shot, because that would be, if you have 2 or 3 seconds left, you had plenty of time to get closer to the basket.
Duke's going to have to just hoist it 3/4 court. And that's how the first half comes to a close. It is UC Santa Barbara finishing the first 20 minutes with a 16-3 run over the last 6:49. And so with that, at the intermission, it is Santa Barbara up 39-27. So yeah, not the great close to the first half that Hawaii fans were hoping for.
No, Hawaii needed to have some momentum going in the locker room, but at least they did not give up another bucket. Santa Barbara's running off the floor going, we got this, but we
closed the first frame on a 16-3 run. It will be the Rainbow Warriors controlling here to start the second stanza, however. We'll see if there were any further adjustments made during the halftime period.
Kennard, something we've got to watch now. Amadou Sow has 2 fouls. Jardine has 2 fouls. We'll see which player gets into trouble early in this second half, because both of those guys are important for their respective teams.
Yeah, well said. Turnover is something that Aranganat mentioned to Scott before he went into the locker room area. And Hawaii turns it over on its first possession. Great defense there. Casdon Jardine with the block of Miles Norris, but then a turnover in the backcourt, and Norris winds up with a lay-in.
Wow, something good happens on the defensive end, and then they turn it over and give up a bucket. 2 turnovers in the first 30 seconds or so of the second half.
And try to get it into Cholina against So. Perhaps trying to exploit exactly what you referenced there, Artie, going to the jump hook. And the rebound corralled by DeVereaux Ramsey.
Yeah, that rebound was taken down a foot off the floor. Somebody's got to go up there and get it.
13 turnovers now in this game for Hawaii. They had 11 in that first half. Ramsey trying to turn the corner. Bounce pass McLaughlin. Working off the screen by So. Sets up Ramsey for 3. And that's going to be a foul against Brandon Cyrus. trying to battle up amongst the clouds for that rebound with Mate Cholina.
Cholina's working hard on the inside, trying to rebound. Bales is being brought in the game for Junior Madut. And that's after a minute and 30 seconds or so of the second half.
And we saw Madut turn it over on that opening possession. But yeah, a very quick substitution. Here's Webster just inside the arc.
And that's the guy who needs to come alive, and he needs to get some looks at the basket. Hawaii desperately needs him to score.
That was his first bucket of the game. He only took one shot in that first half. Here's So squaring up. He has extended his range a little bit over his 3 years with the Gauchos. That time the jumper not true, though. Yvonne McClanahan bounces it off of his foot and out of bounds.
Another unforced error. Watch Justin Webster in that corner. One step, one dribble, an easy three. Those are like lay-ins to him right now, the way he's shooting the basketball, but he's got to get more looks.
Volume up on this defensive possession.
The crowd is in it.
6 seconds to shoot. And so, yeah, he double dribbled that one. Looked like Bales came over, kind of bothered him as he was about to gather to go into his jump hook motion.
Good job by Boali Bales. Double team at the right time. Turnover, Santa Barbara.
You saw the sound operator. Good drive there. Justin Webster just working it around the horn himself.
Well, now it's like like somebody told Justin, the game is on. Let's play. You like what he's doing coming out of that locker room.
McLaughlin leaves it for So. After a pump fake, he goes off glass, in and one. So the newly minted 1,000-point scorer for UC Santa Barbara adds to his total. He now has 10 with another opportunity to make that 11 with another opportunity at the line coming.
And once again, the guard combination and the play of the two-man game is so effective for Santa Barbara. McLaughlin is so good and so cool with the basketball.
I think that appears to be, at least from what we've seen traverse through Simplify Arena Stan Sheriff Center this season, the most impressive thing about this Santa Barbara team.
Oh, yeah.
They can beat you a multitude of ways. They can finesse you with the guard play. They can outpower you with the post play. And then they can just combine the two.
Yeah, and then they've got some wing guys who are so athletic that can just explode to the basket.
Bales too strong on that pull-up. And that's going to be a reach-in foul against McClanahan.
And they were off to the races right there. Now here comes Mr. Highlight and Josh Pierre Lewis. And he's given us something each night that we look at each other and go, wow.
Yeah, there were a couple of did you see that moments last night. And then that shot block in the first half tonight will be talked about for a while, I think.
Yeah, and he's all of 6'3", 6'4".
Jari Sani hands it off to Destin Barnes. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Robinson Edahan fresh back into the game. Goes to the left hand, and good obstruction there by Cholina. Edahan doesn't miss often.
Yeah, Cholina did a nice job of just playing big body, but without committing a foul.
Jardine had those 12 first half points, sat for a good portion down the stretch because of the 2 fouls. Look at Ramsey putting on a dribbling exhibition, and he draws the foul on the way to the hoop. Hawaii trying to hang in there. They trail by 13. Spectrum OC16 digs deep in the vault for your favorite games of the past 30 years. This Friday, catch the 2013 HHSAA D1 Girls Basketball Championships and see Kamehameha Kapalama take on Konawaina. Tune in at 7 p.m. exclusively on Spectrum OC16. Well, Hawaii hasn't helped its cause much here at the beginning of this second half with 3 early second half turnovers.
That second one right there with Devon throwing the ball to Junior Madu. It's like, well, why are you giving it to Junior? Get the ball down the floor. You're the point guard. You're the maestro. You got to handle.
14 total turnovers for Hawaii. Santa Barbara has scored 11 points off of those turnovers. And Deverl Ramsey will check out after hitting a couple of free throws and extending the lead for Santa Barbara out to 46-31. They are just an explosive bunch.
Yeah, they've got a bunch of athletes on that team.
Tough shot there, Jardine, but he will be bailed out by the whistle. So Casdon going to the free throw line. He's going to go against Idaho. May have caught him on the arm there.
I didn't see the foul. I didn't see the foul at all, and 2 referees closest on this side didn't see it. The one from the other side saw it. Let's watch this now. Let's see. Is he blocking the shot?
A little bit of the wrist, it appeared.
What was that old saying?
The hand is part of the ball. Yeah, in the NBA, that is theoretically
that's not just
part of
NBA now. That's
well, I don't think it extends down to the wrist, though, Artie.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Now you're getting to like the elbow being part of the ball?
No. Hand is part. The bottom of the hand that connects to the wrist. No, I'm just kidding.
We got an anatomy class breaking out here.
Shot coming up here.
Great spin move by McLaughlin, but the finish wasn't there. Out of bounds, it belongs to Hawaii. What do you think about this lineup out there on the floor for the Bows right now? You have Jardine, Bawali Bales, Noel Coleman, Justin Webster, and James Jean Marie.
Well, Webster and Jardine are going to have to be the guys who are going to score the basketball.
And that's going to be a foul call against McLaughlin.
Wow.
I'm going to say that he tripped Coleman. That's his first. 3rd team foul. There's 3 team fouls on either side.
Let's watch the trip here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's incidental.
Couple of moves there from Jardine. And how about the assertiveness of Casdon Jardine, the 6'7" senior transfer from Utah Valley.
Jardine goes in and he's challenging pump faking. And that was, I guess, body contact. 2 shots for Casdon. Now the ball, when understands there's nobody around there to help out because there's nobody allowed in this arena. It may take a while.
Yeah, so we have a couple of members of the Hawaii coaching staff will now go through the tunnel and around the back as the ball rolled underneath those stands.
It's being brought back. Someone is under there that shouldn't be there. Wow.
You see the officiating trio, Tommy Nunez, Andy Cohn, Rick Batzel, and what was funny was when you were walking into the arena last night and you started talking with them, tonight's game was originally scheduled to tip at 5 p.m. So they were talking about dinner plans afterwards.
And I kept saying, well, where are you going? And what time do you think you're going to get there? They had no idea the game had been changed to 7.
Yeah.
Good that they found out. This is a good crew. I like the way they call games. They let you play. They let the players decide things.
Yeah, veteran crew.
Yeah. And good guys. They're really good guys. They've been here many, many years.
That's right. Feel bad for them, though. They deserve a night out.
Yeah, especially in Hawaii.
.13 differential. 10 seconds on the shot clock. And Ramsey will reset. Calls for the screen from So. So, the pull-up jumper. It trickles off the iron. Rebound to Jardine.
This is where Hawaii needs to make a comeback right here. Get a couple shots to fall. Every time Santa Barbara misses on offense, you've got to make them pay.
Jean-Marie leans in on So. James Jean-Marie now 4 points. There's McLaughlin off the skip pass. Sends it over to Ramsey on the wing. Little hezzy move, and he gets all the way to the rack.
That little dude is just a competitor.
34 points in the paint out of the 48 total points posted by Santa Barbara.
And it's lay-in after lay-in. It's like the freeway to the rack.
Jardine left open. Not there that time. And that pass needs to be retrieved back out up top by So. And here's Ramsey. Ramsey with 9 points, 1 assist, 0 turnovers. As McLaughlin called for the offensive foul. And now Junior Madut will make his way back onto the floor. Well, it hasn't exactly been a paradise realized out in the islands this weekend for Ja'Cory McLaughlin.
No, he's not had the type of games that he's been having. In this ballgame right now, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. For a normal guy, that's not bad. For him, that's below average.
Sekou Toure getting his first action of the weekend for Santa Barbara. Wearing 0 on the jersey. And a foul on the drive by Noel Coleman. And this is going to go against McLaughlin. And that will be his 3rd. So the clock thickens a little bit here. 13-point lead for SB. Welcome back, 48-35. With 12 minutes to play in this game, that is your scenario. It has been a heavy dose of UC Santa Barbara scoring at the rim. 34-10 advantage in the paint, as we mentioned. Toure getting his first look of this back-to-back.
Now Junior Madut is back in the ballgame for the Rainbow Warriors, and he is a guy who can come alive and make something happen. So the Rainbows need someone other than Casdon Jardine to start coming alive.
Well, Coleman at the line. Hawaii now 8 of 12 for the game from the free throw line. Holman, like James G. Marie, a transfer from San Diego, a sophomore originally from Leopoldsburg, Belgium. And he goes 2 for 2, so an 11-point difference. And again, the one-man press that is Bilali Bales trying to pressure DeVereaux Ramsey. But Ramsey just does not turn the basketball over.
Yeah, he's just incredible. He is so confident with the basketball.
So, it's pretty deep in the paint. The tip-in not there from Torre. And here's Madut in transition. Oh, thought about it, then thought better of it. Lob pass in low. And we're going to have a foul called defensively against Miles Norris. And for Norris, that'll be his third. So 3 fouls apiece for Norris, McLaughlin, and Robinson Edahan on the UCSB side with 11:10 to play.
Team fouls right now. Santa Barbara has 7 team fouls, so the Rainbow Warriors will be in a 1-and-1 situation for the rest of the game, and Hawaii has only 3 team fouls.
And the first one is good from Jardine, who hasn't always been that good from the free throw line this year. There was a time where his three-point percentage was actually better than his free throw percentage.
Yeah, that's kind of amazing for a guy that shoots the ball as well as he shoots it.
Coming into this game, 59% on the season. But he goes 2 for 2 there. He's now 5 of 7 in this one. 16 points for Casdon Jardine to lead everybody.
Big possession here defensively for Hawaii, and a big possession for Santa Barbara to continue to put pressure on the Rainbow Warriors.
And once again, the volume up here on this defensive possession. So, almost lost it, got it back, and he will go to the free throw line. The big fella just putting in work.
Yeah, he was a man on a mission on that play. He lost the ball, went and got it, and just physically was strong enough to get the shot off. Get 2 free throws out of it.
And that was the 3rd foul against Mate Cholina. So it's his first attempt on this trip.
James G. Marie in now for Mate Cholina. The crowd is trying to make a difference here.
Yeah, strong showing by the cardboard cutouts. But the officiating and the foul accumulation, obviously very important for either team, but I think particularly for Hawaii in a very thin front court. They don't go very deep. Basically have Justin Hensley, who becomes the de facto 4th post player. And a defensive blocking foul will go against Destin Barnes. More free throws coming up for Casdon Jardine.
Yeah.
18 foul for the Gauchos. And Jardine continues to splash him from the charity stripe. He's got 17 now.
And it's Jardine doing it all for them. And now Justin Hensley's going to come in for him. And Justin Webster's coming in for Noel Coleman.
Casdon Jardine from Twin Falls, Idaho. He's done the tour collegiately. Played previously at Utah Valley. Before that, Boise State, College of Southern Idaho. So he's seen the collegiate game from a number of different angles. And he has Hawaii within 9. Jardine gets a break.
And this is as close as Hawaii has been in a while. Big possession for Santa Barbara. Bigger possession for University of Hawaii on the defensive end.
Here's McLaughlin. Down low against Madut. Had nowhere to go, so he brings it back out. Drives to the basket. Reverse lay-in is good. That was special.
Oh, my.
Meanwhile, 8 of Hawaii's last 10 points have come from the free throw line already. No field goals in the last almost 4 minutes. Webster, strong finish there. So that ends that field goal drought. Webster now with 6. Foul called. Again, hard to hear the whistles at this end because of the crowd noise in here, as strange as that is to say.
Watch this move. A moment ago, that's up and under. That's up, under, kisses it off the glass. And then Justin Webster says, you can do it and so can I. I'll do a little more conventional way.
McLaughlin now into double figures. He has 10.
This is an important time for Santa Barbara. They've taken the little general off the floor, and Ramsey getting a break.
So goes to the left hand, no. Tapped around, chased down by Barnes, and then a pushing foul will be called against Junior Maduth. By the way, the previous foul went against Bawali Bales. That was his 3rd. And now the foul's starting to even out a little bit.
Yeah.
That was the 6th team foul for Hawaii, so the next one puts the Gauchos in the bonus. And here's Pierre-Louis. Sani off the curl, nicely done.
Nice jump shot.
Sani now with 6, the guy who averages 12 a game. Jean-Marie for 3, got it! A much-needed boost from the perimeter for the Rainbows, courtesy James Jean-Marie.
That's what he can do. And I said it before the ball game at the beginning. He can step out on the floor and knock down shots. He needs not hesitate. He needs to make it happen.
And that prompts a timeout from Joe Pasternak. Hawaii trying to make it a game here. Welcome back. Let's check out the First Hawaiian Bank top 3, and we're looking at the Big West rebounding category. Amadou Sow leads the conference, 8.1 rebounds per game coming in. Big Brad Green, we saw him with the UC Irvine squad a couple of weeks ago. He's averaging 7.5 boards per. A correction, that was a Hawaii timeout prior to the break following the James Jean-Marie
3
triple.
Yeah. And James Jean-Marie, that's big time to get that shot to fall, and took a lot of heart to take that.
So a chance for Hawaii to set up its defense. They extend the pressure, and it is promptly broken by McLaughlin and company. Good recovery there, Junior Maduth.
Santa Barbara is different when Ramsey's not on the floor.
4 seconds. McLaughlin step back three, tough shot, and tapped out of bounds by Jean-Marie. So the Gauchos will have 20 seconds as they recover the possession.
Good defensive possession by the Rainbow Warriors. Forced a tough shot by McLaughlin, and like I said a moment ago, without Ramsey, they are a completely different team on the floor.
Pierre-Louis, you saw him go upstairs to grab that inbound pass, but then lost it out of bounds. So Hawaii, as you mentioned, a strong defensive stand. I mean, just something as simple as going after the lob inbound pass still kind of makes you feel a sense of awe with the athleticism of Josh Pierre-Louis.
Yeah, he's special, but he's not having the game he had last night. He's had one spectacular play. He's got to do the basic stuff now for Coach Pasternak.
And DeVeryl Ramsey back onto the court for UCSB. Jean-Marie, can he do it again?
Yes, he can.
He's got 10, and Hawaii is within a handful. 6-0 run for the Rainbows. They've hit their last 3 from the floor. Step back, Sonny. And it's going to go the other way. An offensive foul. They're going to call him for the push-off. Joe Pasternak doesn't like it. But Aron Gannat and company love this. James Jean-Marie keeping it tight. Welcome back. Tarot card reader Diva Zappa pulls Lanai's cards and explains the significance behind them, diving deeper into Lanai's life on the next It's a Hawaii Thing, Monday night at 6:30, exclusively on Spectrum OC16. Well, James Jean-Marie has come to life here in the second half, Artie.
Yeah, he's gotten a little inside play, and then he's shown the ability to step out on the floor and knock down a 3 or 2. Does it again from the head of the key. That's really brought the Rainbows back to within 5 points, and very much in this ball game now. We'll see how Santa Barbara handles this challenge by the University of Hawaii.
See the 6-0 scoring run. What has been the difference? How has Hawaii been able to get back into this thing?
Well, they've hit a couple of threes, and that's important. Remember when the Kaiser Keys was 40+. Well, right now Hawaii's shooting 60% from the three-point area. And Jean-Marie has stepped out and taken this game to another level.
And Hawaii 6 of 10 from downtown. Last night they were 4 of 18. Jean-Marie backing in on So. Goes to the jump hook. It was there, but he couldn't complete it. Quality look there.
I like the look. I like the play. I like the fact that Jean-Marie was continuing to be aggressive. Santa Barbara's got to show the ability to score the basketball in their offense because they've been stagnant lately.
About that pass. Ramsey to Norris for the crown.
That's an exclamation point.
Meanwhile, Jardine turns the corner, gets the bounce. Not wasting any time. Casdon Jardine now has 20 on 5 of 7 shooting from the floor. Pick and roll. Casdon backing in on Jean-Marie. Goes off the glass. The soft touch from the big man.
Watch the big fella here. That's a hammer right there. And then Casdon Jardine comes back and says, hey, I'll go left-hand drive, bring it to my right hand, kiss it off the iron. And Amadou Sow is just down low. He's a handful.
Well, you saw that assist from DeVerl Ramsey. So he has 2 in this game. That now gives him 39 assists and 5 turnovers in his last 9+ games. That's absurd.
Well, if you're Coach Joe Pasternak, you sit back and you don't stress or worry about getting the ball down the court or handling the ball or making great decisions as long as he's on the floor.
And he gives you value at both ends. You just look at last night's box score and the plus-minus. He had the highest positive score. He was +10 of everybody in the game.
Yeah, he's a general. He is the guy that you want to have the ball, the conductor, the maestro.
Overplay by Sow, knocks it loose. It's a turnover. McLaughlin pinned against the glass by Jean-Marie.
Oh, Jean-Marie saved the play right there.
That was access denied. And then an offensive foul called against Jean-Marie on the screen.
Watch this great block by Jean-Marie coming over and helping out. And then he comes up, sets a pick, and then gets called for that left arm coming up. And Jean-Marie said, hey, he ran into my left arm.
Nice salesmanship from Pierre-Louis as well.
Pierre-Louis is dramatic.
McLaughlin off the curl and again missing from up close. He's now 4 of 10.
He's having another tough night.
As Bales draws the whistle on the drive. Yeah, I mean, these are shots. I think the reason we sound somewhat mystified, these are shots that we've seen Ja'Cory McLaughlin make all season long.
Yeah, he's been probably one of the most consistent players in the Big West, and he's having another tough night against the University of Hawaii on this trip. But even with him having a tough night, Santa Barbara still has a 7-point lead going into these free throw attempts by Diwali Bales.
Bales leaving it short. That foul called against Ramsey. As you get a good look at Joe Pasternak. In his first year, UCSB tied the program record with 23 wins. That was 1 year after they lost 22 games. That's the kind of immediate impact Pasternak has had on this program, which is why this was a weekend circled so definitively on the calendar from the Hawaii vantage point.
Yeah, no question.
Sonny on the drive. Five seconds to shoot. Sonny again on the drive, leaves it for Sow, lost it out of bounds. It's a turnover, Hawaii basketball.
Big possession that time. Now, if Hawaii can get a score here, then things change for Santa Barbara. They start to feel a little pressure. They need a stop. The Rainbow Warriors need a good bucket right here.
And they get it to Jean-Marie. Bales off the hezzy. The lay-in is good.
Diwali Bales shows the ability to get to the basket.
The deficit is 4. As close as Hawaii has been in some time. Bounce pass knocked away by Jean Marie. Last touched out of bounds by So. Hawaii takes over with 4:06 to go.
Watch Wally Bills a moment ago. Little heads fake and got the ball to roll.
And a rare turnover, as we were just talking about, for DeVearl Ramsey. And now we're going to have a foul go against UC Santa Barbara. I believe Norris is going to pick this up. This is a tight one down the stretch. Welcome back. Things getting a tad bit chippy prior to that timeout, Artie.
Yeah, Miles Norris and Wally Bales. You see the pick by Bales, and Norris decides he's going to go through, and then he stands up and kind of walks over him, and Bales didn't like that. A good pick by Bales. Norris tried to come through it, and Jardine missed the shot. And the referees, you see, they were running over to make sure nothing got out of hand, but these are huge free throws right here for Bales.
The largest lead for Santa Barbara was 15. And Bales, with that free throw, trims it down to 3. It was 46-31 at one point.
Can Hawaii do what they did to Irvine to Santa Barbara on night 2?
We've got a little under 4 minutes to complete a comeback here. Meanwhile, Santa Barbara sputtered just a bit offensively.
They've not gotten a good look offensively in the last few times, and credit the Rainbow Warriors defense.
And that one gets deflected away. And a timeout will be signaled. So I think they're going to say before the timeout was called, it wasn't granted, it was an out-of-bounds last touch by Santa Barbara. So Hawaii taking over.
Wow. Hawaii has gotten a lot of opportunities now.
Jean Marie with an opportunity. Wide open 3 goes long with it. Bales the offensive board. Follow-up is blocked by So. Jardine tries to gather it. Now it's a tug-of-war scrum. And coming out of there with it is Jacory McLaughlin.
Whoa, what an effort by both teams.
Lob pass goes sailing over the head of Amadou So.
First time I've seen a crack in the armor of Ramsey and So. They were not on the same page by any stretch of the imagination right there.
Yeah, anytime Ramsey turns it over, that's something to recognize, and he's done so a couple of times here in the last minute or so, and that's going to be a foul against the Gauchos. And Tommy Nunez heard something from one of the UCSB players and gave a little stare down. turnovers for the Gauchos in the last 3:24. The foul went against Ramsey. That is his third, and so James Jean Marie will go to the free throw line.
Big-time free throws right here.
Santa Barbara over the 10 foul limit, so 2 shots every time now going forward for Hawaii, and Jean Marie hits the first.
Yeah, and the beautiful thing about this 2 shot, you got the double bonus. You don't have to pressure out about making that first one. You will get 2 shots.
This is now a 13-4 run for the Rainbows. Started at the 8:41 mark with back-to-back threes by this guy, James Jean Marie. Can't go back-to-back free throws, however, on that trip.
2-point ball game. This is where it gets good.
How about the fight of these Rainbow Warriors, Artie?
You love the effort tonight, the second half especially.
McLaughlin, winner in the lane, it goes. Those have not come easy for him this weekend.
No, they haven't, but that's a big-time shot by a big-time player.
12 points now for Ja'Cory McLaughlin. Bales thought about it. Jardine spins, whirls. The shot doesn't fall, but a foul is called. Casdon Jardine, what he has been able to do at times off the dribble in this game, Artie.
Kaz did a little LeBron James-ish on that move with that reverse pivot spin move. Almost had an and one, but needs these 2 free throws in a huge way.
Destin Barnes picking up the foul. And the friendly front rim bounce there for Casdon Jardine.
Oh, we're at 2 minutes to go in the ball game. This is when it's good, buddy. This you want to know which player wants the ball, who wants to make a play, who wants to get the loose ball, who wants to grab a rebound.
And now a whistle against Hawaii after the free throw miss. Hawaii has gone 1 for 2 the last several trips to the free throw line.
Now we'll find out from Santa Barbara who wants to go to the free throw line and knock free throws down, because hitting free throws, regular season, regular play, it doesn't matter. It's those last 2 minutes of a game where things get a little tighter.
And you talk about the free throws. Santa Barbara right now 8 of 9 in this game. Hawaii 17 of 25. They've gotten a lot more opportunities, but they haven't necessarily taken advantage.
Well, these are free throws in crunch time right here.
Destin Barnes misses. Rebound gathered by Webster. Madut for 3. Yes!
Oh, big time shot by Junior Madut. Let's call this a tie ball game.
Knotted at 60. Timeout Gauchos. And we effectively start over with 1:41 left to go.
Big time shot by Junior Madut. As you look at it again, as I said, as we take another look of this jump shot, when you get fouled and you go to the free throw line in the last 2 minutes, that's when it's a little different. The mouth gets a little dry. You either feel like you got peanut butter in your mouth, or you feel pretty comfortable.
So what does that say about Junior Madut
He
in
had
that situation?
no peanut butter in his mouth at that time. No question.
Tied for the 5th time. 60 apiece.
See, this is the situation. Some guys want the ball in this situation. Some guys pass the ball and run away. They don't want to touch it because they don't want to go to the free throw line. This 141, this is what it's all about. This is what you live for right now.
I mean, if you had said that Hawaii would be getting outscored in the paint 42-16.
Yep. But look at what they've done from three-point. They're 7 out of 12 at 58%. That's huge for the Rainbow Warriors. Big defensive series for Hawaii. Big offensive series for Santa Barbara.
And it's McLaughlin. Hesitation move. A foul on the drive will go against Madut, I believe. And McLaughlin comes up a little gimpy.
Well, remember in last night's ball game, McLaughlin hit a free throw, but then he missed one down the stretch too, when we were talking about him shooting at 89%.
1 for 1 in this game. That one free throw attempt came at the very beginning to complete an and one. Goes long with it. Rebound, Jardine.
Look at here, look at here.
And a timeout taken by Eran Ganat. Can we be looking at yet another unlikely come-from-behind effort by this Rainbow Warriors squad against one of the upper echelon teams in the Big West Conference? They did it a couple of weeks ago on night 2 against UC Irvine, and here they are tied at 60, a $1:24 to go against Santa Barbara.
This would be more impressive, in my opinion, than the Irvine win, because this team, Santa Barbara, has some guards that can handle the basketball. Irvine had young guards, but as I was just saying a moment ago, going to the line in pressure situations, everybody doesn't want to be there.
It's the great equalizer, the three-point line, and it certainly has served as that for the Rainbow Warriors tonight, Artie.
I said the Kaiser Key 40+ % in threes. They're trumping that. They're saying, no, I'll shoot it at a 58 clip. And the Rainbow Warriors have done exactly what they needed to do to win this ball game, shooting the ball from downtown.
And I think most of the fans, even if they're not here, exhibiting that same emotion as you saw in that printout. Fists pumped. Hawaii basketball. A little over a minute to go. Santa Barbara riding a 9-game win streak. 5 seconds to shoot. It's Jardine. Gonna have to get it up. He does. Off the glass and in.
Yes, Jardine. Great off the glass with a soft shot. Hawaii up by 2.
Casdon Jardine with 23 points. McLaughlin leads it for Norris underneath, and he crushes it.
Well, both teams will get a possession. Hawaii's going to get another timeout and try and set something up. There's a 3-second differential.
And that will be Hawaii's final timeout, Artie.
Well, they're going for the last shot. They want the last shot. They want to take time off the clock. But if you're a Rainbow Warrior, as you watch Kaz go hard baseline, he challenges Amadou Sow, kisses it off the glass, and then the pass to Norris. And that's an easy flush. With 26 seconds on the shot clock, 29.7, there's 3.7-second differential. Hawaii, as a team now, they want to get a good look and an opportunity for a putback, a tip in or something, but they don't want to shoot the ball too quick unless it's an easy lay-in or something that's absolute.
How good has Casdon Jardine been in this game? 23 points. That is 3 off of his season high. 6 of 8 from the field. 3 of 5 from downtown. But I think what we have seen is that added element of being able to take his guy off the dribble when needed.
And not hesitating. Last night he got his shot blocked 2 or 3 times and he became tentative. Tonight he has been exploding. He has been absolutely confident with what he's doing, and he's made a difference at 62-62, 29.7 to go in this ball game, and Hawaii has 26 seconds on the must-shoot clock.
Again, Hawaii trailed by as many as 15 back when it was 46-31 Santa Barbara, and it had all the elements and all the symptoms of a possible blowout. Instead, the Rainbows have fought back, and they hold the basketball. As you mentioned, about a 3-second differential between the clocks.
If you don't want to leave Justin Webster and you don't want to leave Jardine, and if you're Amadou Sow, you've got to stay close to Jean Marie as well.
5 seconds. Madouk, step back 3, high archer, and it falls well short. The buzzer sounds on the shot clock. It is last touched out of bounds, according to the officials, by UC Santa Barbara. They're going to review this to make sure they get this call right. But did that shot hit the rim?
No, it did not.
So the question also becomes, did it go out of bounds before the shot clock expired?
No, it doesn't hit the rim, I'm pretty sure. That ball is short.
So the question becomes, did the whistle blow for the out of bounds before the shot clock expired?
It's 0. I think it's 0. Look at it again. 2. It goes here. Ball has to hit the ground before the clock stops. And the whistle is blown. This is going to be a critical call.
Yeah, this is a tough review here.
Yes,
because there are
it
a
is.
couple of layers to this.
Wow.
Because they want to make sure that they get the out-of-bounds call correctly if it did take place before the shot clock
Well,
expired.
they're explaining it to both coaches.
All right, this is including the shot clock in the picture. And it looks like there's still some time. Now, you don't get down into the decimal points with the shot clock.
Well, it was 4.1, so they're going to say 3.9 on the game clock, and it's less than 1 second on the shot clock then. It would be like, my math is good, it's like .004 or something. This is not like a mortgage amortization. This is something totally different here.
So the next question becomes, if there was still time on the clock, who touched it last?
It looks like Jardine comes over, but does... Watch Jardine's left hand come through. Ooh, that's a tough one. McLaughlin looks like...
Confirmation from the officials. They are checking to see if there's any time remaining on the shot clock.
And
again, the call on the floor was Hawaii basketball, but that's also possibly another element of the review.
Yeah, I think there should be some tenths of a second remaining on the clock, because I remember seeing 4.1 on the game clock, and there was a 3.7 differential between the two.
My head hurts. My head hurts.
It was 4.1 on the game clock, and it was 3.7 differential between the game clock and the must-shoot clock.
It's as simple as that.
I'm good with numbers, man. So they're going to say if it was 3.7, there's got to be 0.2. 0.2. If it's 3.9, there's got to be a 0.2.
So 0.2 left on the shot
clock. But that's not enough to get a shot off, even if Hawaii gets the ball.
And then how do you represent that?
Oh, now they're saying it's a shot clock violation, and Santa Barbara will have 3.9 seconds to get a. We're going to overtime. Let's just go to overtime.
Okay, so the whole out-of-bounds call now becomes moot because they're saying that the shot clock expired, and so it is Gaucho basketball.
It's 4-4 when it goes out. We've got a shot clock violation.
Okay.
All right, so the explanation from Tommy Nunez, and we appreciate that, basically said the possession started at 34.4, went out of bounds at 4.4, shot clock violation. Inbound goes to half court. The handoff is botched. It's Jean Marie from half court. Hits the top of the backboard. And guess what? On this Saturday evening at Simplify Arena at Sancher Center, we're playing some extra hoops. Hawaii and UC 13-point comeback for Hawaii. Here tonight against the Gauchos, a 15-point rally to force overtime. And the tip is controlled by the Gauchos. So a timeout is added to each side. Hawaii has one timeout, the Gauchos have two. And the team fouls remain. So Hawaii remains in the double bonus. Next Hawaii foul will put the Gauchos officially in the two-shot bonus. The drive by McLaughlin, lost it. It gets batted around, so winds up with it. McLaughlin with a look from the wing, got it!
Wow.
I mean, we are seeing some hot potato action with the basketball here down the stretch. And a big stick that time by Ja'Cory McLaughlin. Jardine, overplayed by Norris, drops it off to Jean Marie, and now body's falling on the floor, and it's going to stay here with Hawaii on an out-of-bounds call. They're going to say that McLaughlin was touching the end line. Let's take another look at that scramble three by McLaughlin.
Big time shot right there. Hawaii has 11 seconds to get a shot. and they must get something out of this offensive possession.
Jardine, great spin move, but the finish rims out for him. Volume up here on this defensive possession.
This is important. You need a stop here if you're the Rainbow Warriors. It's going to be a hold against Jardine.
Going to be his third personal. Something to also keep an eye on, Artie. Junior Madut playing with 4 fouls here in this extra frame.
And Junior Madut hit a huge three-pointer for the Rainbow Warriors to get it to overtime.
Miles Norris to the free throw line to shoot the bonus, and he knocks down the first. Played his freshman year at Oregon, played 27 games. The Dana Altman's team that made it to the Sweet 16. Then went to the City College of San Francisco last year before matriculating to UC Santa Barbara. And he has been good for the Gauchos.
Yeah, he's been very good, and he's so good defensively.
Jardine pumps Norris out of the way, leaves it for Jean-Marie underneath. Missile shot is good.
Good move by Jean-Marie. Jardine showing you he's got more than just a three-point game.
So a battle of Division I transfers, if you will. Santa Barbara has 7 of them on their side, Hawaii with 3 of them, but first-year players, Jardine and Jean-Marie, paving the way right now for this Rainbow Warrior effort. McLaughlin, stripped by Bales, and then a foul committed by Brandon Cyrus. How about the defensive effort by the freshman, Bawali Bales?
Bawali Bales got into McLaughlin's way and made it hard on him on that crossover dribble. Watch, he crosses it over. Good movement of his feet. Just an excellent job by Bales, that young freshman growing up, playing big boy basketball now.
He's got some big boy free throws coming up right here. 4 of 6 from the line tonight, and doesn't get the bounce there. Now 4 of 7. He has 6 points to go along with 5 rebounds and 4 assists. But this is a guy that you never question as far as his effort.
No, he gives you maximum effort. Sometimes a little out of control, but you'll take that because he gives you what he has. He's a heart guy. He'll play with his heart.
He trims the lead down to 2. Under 3 minutes to play in this overtime period. Jean-Marie fronting So in the post. 10 seconds to shoot. It's McLaughlin with it. To a cutting Norris, who punches it.
When you have patience and you have a finisher like that, I would ride that pony all night long.
The lead is 4 now for the Gauchos. Jean-Marie with it. Back to the basket against So. What a shot and effort by James Jean-Marie.
Jean-Marie doing a great job of finishing down in his neighborhood.
Back to a 2-point deficit. Having fun yet?
Oh, this is it. This is what you play the game for right here. You want to compete at the highest level, this is it.
Again, under 10 to shoot on this possession. Ramsey with it. 4 seconds to shoot. McLaughlin with his feet on the line. Gets it to go.
Ooh, big time, big time. You go hang your head if you're the Rainbow Warriors. You get back and you get something on your offensive end now.
17 points. McLaughlin now leading the Gaucho scorers. Jardine steps behind the 3. And Norris collects the rebound. Gutsy shot attempt there by Casdon Jardine, and then Junior Madut commits the foul in the backcourt. Smart. And that is his 5th.
And that is an extremely smart play. Watch this nice pass. McLaughlin into Norris for a hammer. But Ramsey does an unbelievable job of feeling Junior Madut on his back. Pulls up with the dribble and gets the foul. he's the guy probably that wants to go to the free throw line.
For Madut, he has fouled out. You see the stat line. Meanwhile, on the other side, Jacory McLaughlin, we have talked incessantly about the fact that he hasn't been quite as sharp offensively as is characteristic of his game. That said, 17 points, 5 assists, that's right at his averages.
Yeah, and he's hit shots, key shots when they needed those shots like this. Bam. And another one. Bam, bam. And might as well do it again. He's special. If you saw the shot clock on that one, there was 1 second left on the shot clock. But let me tell you something. These are free throws right here.
And Ramsey hits the first. This will push it to 6. Makes it look easy. He has 11.
Yeah, you want the ball in his hands because he shoots with absolute confidence.
Quickly the other way, it's Webster. Oh, that pass a little too hot to handle for Jardine. And that was a big turnover for Hawaii.
Poor execution that time by the Rainbow Warriors.
Santa Barbara 12 of 15 from the free throw line. Hawaii needs a turnover in the worst way.
And they put the ball into the little maestro's hands. And he will keep it a long time.
And off to McLaughlin. A little poked away by Bales. McLaughlin retrieves it. Strip away by Jardine. He has it. Jardine from the left corner for 3. Can't hit it. Rebound chased down by Ramsey. 30 seconds to go. It's Santa Barbara by 6. And a foul committed in the backcourt by Casdon Jardine. Oh, he had a look from the corner.
And that was caused because he stripped the ball from McLaughlin, had a great defensive play, and then came down and could not deliver on that corner 3.
I mean, in that circumstance, you can't ask for much more. The defensive play, and then Jardine got himself a look.
And then you see the little man who goes to the line. If you looked at those last 3 free throws that he's knocked down, it's like he's at the carnival, Punahou Carnival, winning dogs and bunnies and teddy bears for everybody. My goodness.
Yeah, he's now 6 for 6 tonight. Ramsey, an 86% free throw shooter, and maybe in addition to those stuffed animals, he may have just gotten Santa Barbara its 10th straight win. A foul committed, though, on the rebound. It's going to go against the Gauchos. So we will have some free throws coming here for Hawaii. It'll be Casdon Jardine looking to add to his 23-point total. Gotta love the effort of the Rainbow Warriors on night 2 to be able to muster up the energy with an abridged rotation. Well, that also just goes to show how difficult these Gauchos are to deal with.
Yeah, Santa Barbara is a very good basketball team, and what makes them extra special, they've got 2 really good guards who control the basketball, and the bigs and everybody else, they play their role, but those two guards are extra special.
Yeah, veteran guards at that.
And Ramsey, I think he's, in my opinion, the best point guard in the Big West. What he does for this Santa Barbara team in controlling the basketball, handling the basketball, having it in his hand and not turning it over, it's unbelievable. He delivers passes, he knocks down shots, and he takes you off the dribble and knocks down shots. And then he also is able to handle the ball against all kind of pressure. Hawaii has had Javon on him, they've had Biwali on him, and they've had Justin Webster on him, and he just doesn't worry about it. This is second night back-to-back. He's still handling all the pressure.
Only 2 conference losses for Santa Barbara. They came on the road against Irvine. First night was pretty lopsided in favor of the Anteaters. Second night, Pasternak's crew actually led by 9 with about 4 minutes left, only to end up losing that game after a fleet of turnovers and perhaps some questionable shot selection. But I mean, this is a team that very well could be on the verge of an 11-game win streak if they hang on over there at Irvine. It is a 6-point difference. Not over yet. Inbound goes to McLaughlin. So you go from an 86% free throw shooter in Ramsey to an 89% free throw shooter in McLaughlin.
But
Heading to the free throw line.
Missed the last time he was at the free throw line, and in yesterday's ball game, he missed a critical free throw. So if I'm Coach Joe, I want Ramsey on the line. Now McLaughlin is, they say, maybe the player of the year. We'll find out right here.
Swishes the first one.
Yeah, but this is not, that wasn't a pressure free throw because it's not 1-and-1. That you're getting those two. You're getting those two. So that took the pressure off that making the first one.
And gets the friendly bounce.
But he made the second one too. So
Hawaii in need of a minor miracle here.
you can't take a lot of time.
Jean-Marie, good hesitation. He flushes it. 6-point difference. Hawaii needs a takeaway on this inbound. Instead, it's a reach-in foul by Webster.
What amazes me sometimes is after a made basket, the guy taking the ball out, instead of moving to make sure he gets a good angle to make a pass, sometimes guys get stuck taking the ball out, and then they just stand there and make a pass. On that play, they could have moved down the baseline to make it easier to get the ball into Ramsey.
He continues to make it look.
You know, if he was at Puno, they say, hey, you can't shoot anymore.
That's right.
That's it. You've won all the Bears you're going to win. You can shoot no more for Bears.
Continues to make it look
so easy.
Just easy.
Yep.
Jardine on the drive. Bails for three. Got it to go. 1.5 left. That will be merely academic, although Coleman will commit one more foul and Ramsey will get another couple of chances to pad his stat line. He has 15 points, 8 of 8 from the free throw line. To go along with 2 assists and 2 turnovers, which by his standards,
well, that's a lot.
Really bad night.
He had a tough night tonight with 2 turnovers. Of course, he dribbled the ball about 3,000 times in the evening. Did he just make that?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you even need to ask at this point?
I didn't even look at that time. Has he touched the rim at all?
The first one got a little bit of iron.
Yeah.
There was a little iron in his diet on that one.
I'm not sure who he said was player of the game, but I would veto whoever it is if it's not Ramsey.
We'll see if the production truck heard you there. The final buzzer sounding, and it is Santa Barbara winning 81-74.